The Matrix revolutionized action films, setting a new benchmark for the genre. Its groundbreaking use of visual effects, particularly the innovative bullet time technique, allowed for an unprecedented depiction of action sequences. Beyond the visual, The Matrix seamlessly blended Eastern martial arts with Western action aesthetics, introducing a sleek, choreographed style of combat that had not been seen before in Hollywood. The film's narrative depth, infused with philosophical and cyberpunk elements, challenged the traditional norms of action storytelling, pushing the genre towards more intellectually stimulating themes. Its influence extended beyond cinema, redefining what an action film could be and how it could resonate with an audience. The Matrix didn't just change action films, it left an indelible mark on the entire landscape of modern filmmaking.
The movie starts with a young girl named Trinity talking with her friend Cypher on a call about an unknown person who they believe to be the special one. Suddenly, Trinity suspects her phone line has been hacked, so she abruptly ends the call. Meanwhile, police surround a building and break down the door of room 303, where Trinity sits in front of her laptop. Outside the building, three agents appear: Agent Smith, Agent Brown, and Agent Jones. Inside the room, Trinity easily defeats the police officers. She then calls her leader, Morpheus, who warns her that she must make it to the next exit as agents are heading towards her. Trinity starts running as the agents approach her. She and the agents leap impossibly from one building to another. She finally reaches for a phone and hears the phone ringing, but suddenly Agent Smith arrives with a trash truck to destroy the phone booth. However, Trinity desperately dashes towards the phone and picks it up just a moment before the agent destroys the phone booth, and she disappears. The three agents acknowledge that Trinity has escaped. They then state that they have information about the next target, Neo. A young boy named Thomas Anderson works as a software engineer, but secretly is a hacker named Neo. He is surprised to find a cryptic message on his SKU, so you must follow the white rabbit. Suddenly, his doorbell rings, and he meets his customers, who invite him for a night out. At first, Neo declines their offer, but agrees when he notices the white rabbit tattoo on his customer's arm. The group goes to a club where Trinity approaches him. She warns him that his life is in danger as agents are looking for him. The next morning, Neo receives a package in his office containing a mobile phone. Suddenly, the phone rings, and Morpheus asks him to follow the directions to avoid being arrested by agents. But Neo gets scared while escaping and gets arrested. He is brought to an interrogation room full of men in suits, and they offer him a deal: either get arrested for his cybercrimes or lead them to Morpheus. Leo declines their offer, and they vanish his lips and forcefully insert a spider-like tracking device through his belly button. When Neo wakes up, he receives a call from Morpheus. Morpheus asks Neo to meet him at the bridge, where Trinity and two others pick Neo, and they remove the tracking device from his belly button. Trinity takes him to meet Morpheus, who gives Neo a choice between two pills. If he took the blue pill, he would forget everything. Taking the red pill would mean staying and learning the truth. Neo takes the red pill, and Morpheus brings him into a room where Trinity and her companions work together on machinery. Neo sits on a chair, and the process starts. Neo wakes up naked in a mechanical pod filled with red fluid and notices thousands of similar pods there. Additionally, a machine appears and unplugs Neo, which makes him fall into a pool below and get picked up by a ship. When Neo wakes up, he is plugged into many wires, and Morpheus asks him to rest. After a while, Neo's body heals, and he unplugs himself from a circuit to his arm and behind the neck. Morpheus then greets him and informs Neo that they are in his ship called Nebuchadnezzar, and Neo is introduced to other members, which are Trinity, Apoc, Switch, Cypher, Mouse, Tank, and Dozer. Neo then sits on a chair where a cord is inserted into the socket into the back of his neck, and Neo wakes up in a virtual world. Additionally, Morpheus informs him that they are in a program in which anything can be loaded, and the world around them isn't real, but a computer simulation called the Matrix. The real world is destroyed by artificial intelligence program machines that started a war with humans. Machines started using humans as a source of energy and trapped human minds inside a matrix. Only one human city is left unaffected by machines, which is called Zion. Later, Morpheus informs Neo that once an oracle prophesied that a man would appear who would save the world from the Matrix, and that man is Neo. Then Morpheus asks his crew to upload the Kung Fu fight program into Neo to teach him advanced fighting skills. After 10 hours, Morpheus challenges Neo to a fight. During the whole fight, Morpheus has the upper hand, but the crew is impressed by the speed and strength of Neo. Later, Morpheus explains to Neo that people inside the Matrix have advanced fighting skills, and no one has survived fighting them, but he believes Neo will defeat them. Suddenly, they get alarmed when they realize that they are being followed by a sentinel machine, aiming to hunt and destroy them. Morpheus takes out an imp, also known as an electromagnetic pulse, which deactivates any electrical system in its radius. Luckily, they don't have to use this device as they land and shut the ship's power, which drives Sentinel away. Meanwhile, Cypher meets an agent who agrees they will put Cypher back in the Matrix as a wealthy man. In exchange, he would give them Morpheus. Morpheus then takes Neo to meet an oracle who informs Neo that he must soon make a difficult choice between his own life and that of Morpheus. The oracle then gives him a cookie, and he leaves. Just as they leave, Neo spots a black cat and says "déjà vu." This gets the attention of his crew. They explain that it means a glitch in the Matrix and try to escape, but find out that their exit path is locked. So they find a new exit, but the agents tipped by Cypher arrive and kill Mouse. As they need a phone line to exit Matrix, their operator, Tank, watches them outside Matrix and guides them. The crew hides inside a wall, but Cypher sneezes and reveals their location. They are then attacked by a police officer who fires bullets at the wall. He grabs Neo by the neck, but Morpheus charges at him, and they start a fight. Morpheus orders Trinity to save Neo and run away from here as he keeps fighting the agent. Soon, the agent gets the upper hand in the fight, and they arrest Morpheus. Cypher cleverly detaches himself from the crew and asks Tank to return him to their ship. Tank informs the team that they are near a location where he asks Cypher to connect via phone. The crew notices that Morpheus is being arrested, so they run fast towards their exit. As the phone rings, Trinity asks Neo to go first, but the line dies. Cypher goes back to the ship and attacks Tank and Dozer with a lightning gun to trap his team in the Matrix. When Trinity calls Tank, Cypher picks it up and claims that he is sick of living outside the Matrix in a cold, dark alley. He unplugs Apoc and Switch, who die immediately. Then Cypher tries to unplug Neo, but Tank miraculously wakes up and hits Cypher with a lightning gun. Tank then helps Trinity and Neo to get back safely. Meanwhile, Morpheus is brought into a skyscraper, where Agent Smith interrogates him. The agent then injects a liquid into Morpheus, which would eventually force him to reveal all his secrets. Tank informs Neo and Trinity that they must unplug Morpheus, or the agents will discover their secret information about Zion's mainframe. The agents want information about Zion City, which is the last human city left, and they must protect it. Just as Trinity and Tank are about to unplug Morpheus, Neo stops them and informs them about prediction from Oracle. He claims he would enter the Matrix and save Morpheus. Trinity warns him that saving Morpheus would be very difficult because countless agents would surround him, but Neo doesn't back down. So, Trinity decides to accompany him on the rescue mission. As the program loads, Neo informs Tank that they will need loads of guns, and then Neo and Trinity leave. Neo and Trinity reach the top of the building with their impressive speed and weapons until they face Agent Smith. Neo fires multiple bullets at him, but Smith dodges them all with his fast speed. When Smith counters attacks, Neo gets hit, but Trinity saves his life by firing at Smith. They then fly a helicopter and take it to the side of the building to rescue Morpheus. Finally, they head towards a telephone line suggested by Tank at a subway station. Morpheus and Trinity return, while suddenly Agent Smith arrives and destroys the phone so Neo can't escape. Neo and Agent Smith get into a fight, and after a long fight, Neo decides to run away. The agent keeps chasing him until Neo reaches a location where phone line and exit await. Meanwhile, 5 Sentinels approach Nebuchadnezzar, and Morpheus orders to prepare EMP. However, Trinity resists this idea, as Neo has yet to return, and EMP would block any activity inside or outside the ship. But Morpheus assures her that Neo will come back. However, Neo gets shot multiple times by Agent Smith, and the crew watches Neo's heart stop beating. Trinity gets upset and confesses her love to Neo and kisses him, while in the Matrix, Neo wakes up suddenly. He stops the bullets being fired at him by his hand and kills Agent Smith by destroying his body from inside. Neo then gets to the telephone and exits just before the crew activates M to stop the Sentinels. Neo awakes and kisses Trinity. The movie ends with Neo standing in a phone booth in Matrix with a newfound determination to free humans from the slavery of machines. He then hangs up the phone and flies into the sky. Matrix released in 1999. Directed by Lana and Lily Wachowski. Produced on a budget of approximately $63 million. The Matrix won 4 Academy Awards, mainly in technical categories, including Best Visual Effects. The movie's iconic bullet time visual effect, which shows bullets moving in slow motion while the camera appears to move at normal speed, was revolutionary at the time and has been widely imitated and parodied. The code in the iconic Falling Rain Matrix digital code was created from recipes of sushi. They're actually Japanese food recipes. The Matrix remains one of the most influential films of its generation, both for its deep philosophical undertones and its groundbreaking visual effect. The movie spawned several sequels, expanding the universe and delving deeper into its unique lore. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next recap.